it seems as if every time I see this woman talking, every time I see Toyosi, Sissy Toyosi talking, it's always with her husband talking about marriage or relationships, or if she's by herself, she's talking about her husband Daniel and being married. And I'm like, is there not anything else to talk about? Oh my god! But she seems like a really nice lady, really nice lady. I think she does like media stuff. I think she was a presenter, producer, or something like that. That's what I saw on her LinkedIn anyway. But she's obviously accomplished. But she gives me one of those women that know or like they think that they're not as attractive as their husband, or they know that people look at them and think he should be with somebody, you know. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. What I mean is that obviously she's a pretty woman, but her person she's married to, Daniel, is it Etim-Effiong, is like one of the leading like Nollywood male stars, handsome guys, well, very talented, you know. Um, and I'm not saying that she's not a pretty woman, but I feel like she feels that, or she knows that people look at them as a couple and think, oh, she's not as fine as him. So because of that, she kind of overcompensates with, what I mean, like she's excited that out of all the women that he could have picked, he picked me. So that's the vibe I get. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just the vibe I get. But anyway, moving on. So in a recent interview with Toke, can't remember her last name, she says that cheating isn't a deal breaker for her, and she even made a WhatsApp group, or like a group with the wives and girlfriends of famous like entertainers in Nigeria. I'm assuming Nigeria, and they were praying for their husbands that they're not going to be lured. She used the word lured by by Jezebels. And I'm just like, are you sure? Maybe the prayer point should focus on your husband not going out and cheating on you. No, we're not going to put the responsibility on the person you're married to. We're not doing that. Okay. Also, is it really cheating if you know your that's what your husband's doing? Like if he goes out of town, or if he's working on a set for long hours or whatnot, or if he's DMing other women, like if you know that's happening, is that really cheating? And if it's, this woman's a Christian woman, by the way, but it seems as if cheating, that part of Christian marriage is, it doesn't, she can give it a, she can close her eyes to it. Is it okay for you to do that as well, or is it just Daniel? Daniel can cheat, but you can't. Is I just I these are the questions I want answers to. Also, if cheating isn't a deal breaker for you, you know that your partner has extramarital affairs or whatnot, and you're happy with that. So even like Mariah the scientist and stuff like that, like your man is out there. Do you get tested? Do these women get tested? I think is I are we do you know what I mean? I think these are questions that we need to be asking. Okay, your husband sleeps with other women or entertains other women. Do you get yourself tested? Is it every 2 months you go, you do an STI test? I honestly, this is not even a joke. This is actually a serious question. I've always wondered that. Like, are you getting tested? Or is it the rule that if he sleeps with someone else, they have to use a condom or something? These are the questions. Do you know what? People need to be asking these questions. Maybe I need to have a podcast, and I'm talking to women that are okay with their husband cheating, or it's not a deal breaker. Maybe I need to do that, or women that DM me or something like that and tell me if you go and get tested. I think these are the conversations that we actually need to be having. This is not even a joke. This is a real concern of mine.